Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Inoma and welcome to our first time single take honest reaction to Radio Birdman, and the song is Aloha Steve and Dano. Now,
Okay.
I don't know any of these people. I don't know Steve and I don't know Dano. Let's listen to the song to find out.
Birdman is a popular phrase for, I don't know what it means exactly. I'm assuming it's someone connected to the birds, bird watching, or a bird watching expert, or a bird
Like the
caring
video.
expert.
Okay.
So this is couple of movies with the title Birdman in it that I know about.
Okay.
Maybe more. So Radio Birdman and
Yeah.
their song Aloha Steve and Dano. First time single take honest reaction. Beautiful music, very skilled on the guitar. Nice vocals too, nice vocals. Reminds me of the singer of this band called the Sex Pistols, if I'm not mistaken, the vocalist. Yeah, big band. of the, what do you call this? This rock genre was there. Punk rock?
Punk rock.
Maybe,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, beautiful incorporation of the tune of the Hawaiian Five-O, the TV show. Very popular TV show, if I'm not mistaken. And he's talking about the principal character there too. So it's a great influence, a great song to show the remarkable influence that television shows have on us. When this television show is on, he's totally immersed into the
He has to
story,
thanks
into the case, whatever is going on. When it's not on TV, his nights are dull and
I
empty,
know.
dull and lonely.
I know.
And yeah, right now during the
Aloha,
Wuhan,
Steve and Dan.
during the deadly Wuhan coronavirus pandemic, the lockdowns, the curfews, people scared and staying at home. This is the best time for TV. Most of us are heavily influenced right now by what we see on TV, what we read here on TV, whether it's the news, whether it's the movies, the shows, everything has an impact on our lives right now because we are spending a lot of our hours at home watching TV. So, this is a classic example of a song where the person who's written this and the band is heavily influenced by this character, heavily influenced by the plot, the storyline of this
What all is happening?
show. I think it's Hawaiian Five-O, though
It makes
could be
sense.
something else.
It makes sense.
Ta-da-da-da-da, 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 ta-da-da-da-da. And it's done with trumpets, mind you, so it sounds really good.
Ah.
Ta-da-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da-da-da. Something like that, yeah, if I remember correctly. So this was incorporated well into this song. And a good song too. What are your thoughts?
The guitars were on fire on this song. I like the way it was done. I really like the way the music was done. It reminded me loosely of Sublime. We reacted to them recently. They also have electric music like this in their certain songs. This is young, this is vibrant, this is energetic music, passionate music, and that's what we just heard from Radio Birdman. And you're right, it's mainly, I think, talking about the show that you're talking about. I haven't seen that. I've seen a couple of episodes on what? Martha's Vineyard or something on her things. What is that?
Nothing to do with Martha Stewart, I think.
No, the shows that are there on her channel, that's her channel or something like that?
There were a lot of big shows at that time. There was Old Fox, there was Miami Vice, there was, Murder, She Wrote. Very good show, Murder, She Wrote.
And what is the CSI show?
CSI is, of course, more recent in the last 10-15 years. Very big, different locations, different things. There's, of course, that show which I used to watch a lot earlier, Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
Until it got so boring
I
that I just
like
couldn't
Psych.
stand it.
I mainly like Psych.
Psych.
That's something I really like. What happens, these criminal shows actually get to the nerves of people. They actually start making you paranoid. And due to that, I avoid watching them no matter how interesting they look. Beyond a point, it does get to me. So I kind of
Psych
avoid
was more fun.
it. Psych was more fun.
There was also a show called Sledgehammer. Fun detective show. Fun all the way. There was also one with the James Bond actor, the earlier James Bond actor.
The Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. He was in fact, that was the show that made him the James Bond. He got the James Bond character because of his role on that show. But I don't remember the name. Very big show, very nice. Remington Steele. That was a good show. Early 90s. Late 80s, early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. So this is around that time, or even a little bit earlier. Interesting song. Reminded me of that song called R-O-C-K in the USA. R-O-C-K in the USA. R-O-C-K in the USA. That's a peppy song. I think you should hear that one. We haven't heard it yet, I think, at all. So we should react to it.
Yeah.
Good song. Punk rock, that too.
Punk rock.
I think this is punk rock.
Should be.
Radio Birdman.
Actually,
The way it went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our first time single take honest reaction to Barry Maguire, and the song is Eve of Destruction.
Not Jerry Maguire.
Not
It's
Jerry.
Barry Maguire. Jerry Maguire, one of my favorite movies.
It is,
Top 50, I would say, because I watched a lot of movies. Won't call it top 20 or top 10. Top 50 movies.
Okay.
Nice. Renee Zellweger, Tom Cruise,
And the other actor.
other actor and
What's his
actress.
name?
The other actress plays
The
nice
footballer.
roles as a mother. Of course,
Himself.
yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. He,
Yeah.
in fact, won the Oscar for that supporting actor role.
The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating, but you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fears I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there's no running away. There'll be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Yeah, my blood's so mad, feels like coagulating. I'm sitting here just contemplating. I can't twist the truth, it knows no regulation. Handful of senators don't pass legislation, and marches alone can't bring integration. When human respect is disintegrating, this whole crazy world is just too frustrating. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Think of all the hate there is in Red China, then take a look around to Selma, Alabama. You may leave here for 4 days in space, but when you return, it's the same old place. The pounding of the drums, the pride and disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace. And tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. No, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction.
We've heard this song before, though, by another artist.
I remember the lyrics.
Yeah. I remember Red China.
Yeah, definitely. For me too. Red China, yes. I do remember. Red China is pretty popular now.
It's completely written for the American audience, you know. It's
Perspective.
American perspective, American audience talking only about that. So for someone from India to actually know or even understand it, I know a lot about American culture and people because I'm from Mumbai. Most people in Mumbai know a lot about American culture and American people. In fact, they'll know a lot more about American people than American people will ever know about India. So, or Indian people.
That's
so,
true.
you know, yeah, I understand bits and pieces because of that. But if you go to an average Indian or most people anywhere else in the world, I don't think they'll know what's going on here at all. and they will take offensive, and I also offend to it. You can't just call it the Eastern world as a problem. We all know where the problem is. It's just one or two countries, and one or two countries only at all times. Whether it's Russia and USA, Vietnam, USA, China, USA now. We all know where the problems lie at most times. But it's as simple as that. So it's completely lacks, clarity
Honesty.
for a person like me, and labeling countries as red, China and all that doesn't make sense, because at that time, why do you have to pick on a country like China? Now it's different. Now there's a Wuhan coronavirus.
Now it is different.
It started in China. So if someone calls them, the Chinese virus or the China virus and things like that, okay, you can understand. Okay, it's forgive. You can forgive it. You will even realize why they have said it that way. When we also have sometimes worded it that way.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was purely an American thing to go to Vietnam and interfere in their affairs and try to make, support one side of the party because they wanted to. At the end of the day, it was purely a business deal. And they wanted to do that, and it ended up becoming a political affair. And it then ended up becoming a losing battle. And then it was sad what happened. Millions of deaths. For what? For what?
Civilians as well as.
It was worse. It was worse for America than the World War II. Their involvement in World War II any day of the year. You ask an American, was it worse than the World War II for them? Yes, they'll say yes.
It should be,
Yeah.
I have different perspectives about different countries when it comes to USA, China, or different countries even in the Middle East that come in the radar. They always have their own benefits attached. There is a conflict of interest always that is causing these problems. When it comes to China, it is very clear, and China cannot deny one thing, is that the expansionist philosophy that they use, everything should be turning red. Every neighboring country, even though they are big, please start respecting their sovereignty. We are a big country, India, with similar kind of population like China and similar kind of system. But the thing is that we have small neighboring nations like Nepal, like Bhutan, like Bangladesh, once which was part of India. We don't claim them as India. We know they have their own sovereign and they have their own respect. We respect their borders. We acknowledge them as nations. But when it comes to China, they just want to color everything red. What? I don't understand the philosophy when it comes to land grabbing. How much are they going to grab? You start from the east and will you be going to all the way to the west? Is that what you're trying to do? I don't understand them. They are very annoying when it comes to them.
At that time, it wasn't Vietnam War. China didn't have such a major role to play.
I'm not sure what exactly happened.
So right now, it's different. If an Indian said that, it would make a lot more sense to me, based on what you said.
Yeah.
But America made them like a communist demon, and their focus was on their communist philosophies and principles and those kind of things, which it's okay, give everyone has a freedom to practice their way of life, their way of governance, their way of religion.
Yeah.
So, you interfering in all that, trying to police it, trying to dictate terms to them, that's wrong. That makes America like a dictatorial demon
person,
or a colonial demon.
And then when it comes to USA, the major problem is they always think they are the only country that exists on this planet. Their pain is always more painful. Their troubles are always more troublesome than the other people's troubles. When they face some problem, that is when it's a real problem. Otherwise, people are faking the problem. And they are the ones who are the mass producers. Along with, I would not be biased towards anybody. Put Russia together. The kind of mechanism they have for producing, manufacturing weapons, destruction. When we are talking of eve of destruction, it has to begin from your own backyard.
We'll end on that note. We don't really want to go down that road too much. We have a lot to talk about. Topics like this are really interesting to talk about. But one thing is clear. On this platform, YouTube, freedom of speech, and honesty are very rare and also misinterpreted.
Yeah.
When we do reactions, it's about honest reviews. to music, and people don't know what that means. Most people in the West have no clue what honesty means, and I do know it's because the school, the education system, the university system, even society at large does not teach you at any point in time what honesty means. So I do get that now. By now, after being 2 years on this platform, I do realize that to the common Westerner, honesty is a vague word. It's as vague as tasting caviar every single day of your life.
It's a cliche for them. They don't really want to practice it. Thank you for watching.